Okay, so this is the second part of doing this mill stand project for the Tormach 440. So this is going to be the chip tray, and then I designed 4 drawers that are going to be on the side that can hold tooling and tools and other things. So the chip tray is going to go above the coolant tank, just kind of like the Tormach 8L, where the chips and the coolant will go through the top pan. They go through here, I'll catch all the chips, the coolant drains through into the coolant tank and circulates around. So I put a bend on here like a handle. These are all made out of 16 gauge. So I'm gonna weld these up today. So I have some sides on this. Try to make this look nice. And then the back plate to go in the back. So for the coolant tank, or for the chip tray, I think I'm gonna only weld all the way along the bottom and up about 1 inch on each side, because I don't need to weld all the way around. And then on the drawers, I'm just going to kind of do maybe slightly bigger than tacks around, because I don't want it to warp too bad, because it's just a drawer, it's not holding a ton of weight. So I'm gonna get this all assembled today. Then I can move on to the main part of the frame. So here's the chip tray tacked up. This is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to weld all the way down on this so that this is sealed, and then probably 2 inches or so up on the side. I highly doubt it would ever get that full, but I just don't want it to leak if there'll be any little bit of coolant in there. So I'll tack up these. I got 4 drawers. I'll tack up the drawers. They're basically the same thing. They have a little drawer front and a piece in the back. That's just basically going to get tacked because there isn't a lot to it. And then I can weld these out. So here's a drawer tacked up. I could probably just leave it tacked, but I'll actually do a couple little stitch welds around the whole thing, and I got holes in here for ball bearing drawer slides so that, you know, it's soft closing opening. But it's a good store, a good amount of tools in there. So I'll tack up the rest of them and then weld everything out. Okay, so I got them all tacked. So I got 3 chip tray, the one here. So now I'll just do some stitch welds on these to finish these out. This one I did the stitch welds on the front here, so I just did a little bit there, a little bit there. Just has to hold it. It doesn't have to be crazy strong. So it's all tacked in the back. So I think I might do just a couple small, like 1/4 inch stitch welds around it, and then that's all I need to do for these. Okay, so now I'm going to finish out welding the chip tray. So I'm going to weld all the way around the bottom about 1 inch or 2. In case any coolant builds up, I don't want it to just leak out of the seam. So I got what I wanted welded here, so it's about 1.5 inches, the whole bottom and then up. And I got it on the front. Got it in the front as well. So I have these trim pieces. These are gonna go on here like the coolant tank, but to get this flush, so I'm first going to grind all this smooth on the front and back, and then I can put these pieces on. And these I'm probably just going to do a couple little tacks and a little bit on the tops, just so I don't want to distort this. Okay, so I got everything ground. Everything's nice and smooth. Got these trim pieces, so these are going to go on each side, just as a decorative feature. So I'll get these welded on here and get these ground smooth, and then this phase of the project's done, and I got the other steel ordered. And then once that's coming in, then I can pretty much finish up this stand. Okay, so here's the chip tray completed. So I got this all ground smooth on the fronts here. This will all get powder coated. So this was phase 2 of the project. So I got the 4 trays or 4 drawers for the toolbox portion of it, and then the chip tray done. And now I'm going to be waiting for the main sheet metal. That's going to be 10 gauge. It's going to make up the entire frame. Then I can fit basically all the main parts in it. And then the last piece is going to be the equivalent of the chip pan that you would have bought from Tormach. So I made a new one that fits the new stand. So this one will go away. I'll sell this one. And then after that's all done, then I will get everything powder coated and then I can use it. And then I can move on to these slides. So these were destroyed and I bought it used. So I designed new ones that I'll make out of stainless steel that will be kind of like big machines. So I have a permanent cover designed for the front and then telescoping covers for the back. And after those telescoping covers are done, then I have a nice sliding door that I designed for the front. So because the Lexan was destroyed, so I figured I'd make a nice sliding door. And then I can put this thing to work.